Hey team, Heather here. So I've had a lot of questions about how to chart, and we have a lot of new ladies. So I want to do a video and show you exactly how to chart. The first rank within the company is distributor. That's what you are when you first enroll, and that is just you don't have any downline. You have nobody underneath you, maybe just some loyal customers, maybe not even loyal customers yet, depending on how long you've been with the company. And then after you start enrolling distributors, you then bump up in rank. So what you initially need are distributors and loyal customers to advance in the company. So the first rank is executive, and that is having 2 distributors underneath you. They could either be personally enrolled or moved underneath you by your upline. And you then need those 2 distributors to have 400 volume each. Let me show you the chart. Okay, so here it would be you, and then you have 2 distributors. Now these 2 distributors, they need to be on your first level, and they both have to have 400 personal bonus volume. Personal bonus volume is anything, any volume from your own personal orders, such as your personal orders, your auto shipment, anything, and your loyal customers, your personally enrolled loyal customers. And then your group volume, because that's another question. Your group volume is anything with your distributors and their downline. So your distributors and any of their distributors or any of their loyal customers, and so on and so forth. So personal bonus volume is your own personal bonus volume that you get off of your personal orders or your loyal customer orders. And it's not based on the dollar amount. It's based on the volume of that product. So for example, a box of wraps is $59, but the volume is 54. So you will be paid on 54 volume versus $59. Then after you've reached executive, you then will be able to advance up to Ruby. And Ruby was one of my favorites, just because I felt like, okay, now I have a real sense of entitlement. That's when I was starting to really understand the business. I understood it a little bit when I went executive, but when I went Ruby, that's when I really started getting the knowledge down. And not saying that that's going to be your case, but that was my case. And the Ruby, you need 5 distributors. You need 3 on your personally enrolled first level. And out of those 3, you need 1 executive. An executive has 2 distributors underneath them. So I'm going to show you the chart. So this would be for Ruby. It would be you, and then your executive, your 2 400 personal bonus volume legs. Your executive only has to run their 80 BV auto shipment. They do not have to be at 400. And then your executive needs to be executive, they need to have the 2 distributors underneath them with their personal bonus volume, their group volume at 400. And I apologize, I said executive needs personal bonus volume at 400, executive needs group volume at 400. I apologize for that. So your executives, you need 2 distributors underneath you on your first line, just like the chart, underneath your first line, and they both need 400 group volume. Then to go Ruby, you need 1 executive, and you need 2 personally enrolled distributors with 400 group volume. The executive on your team only has to run their auto shipment. They do not have to have 400 personal bonus volume or 400 group volume. If they do not run their auto shipment, then we will go into that in another time because I don't want to make this too complicated. So make sure that all of your new distributors that you sign up have their auto shipment set. That is the biggest no-no in the company, is to not have your auto shipment set up. So make sure your personal auto shipment and all of your distributors have their auto shipment set up. And then there won't be any question as to if you can, advance and rank based on your distributors. Then I want to put something into perspective here for you. Look at this chart. This is the Ruby chart. Look how easy it is to go Ruby. Your best friend, your sister, your cousin, your best friend's sister, and your best friend's cousin. Those 5 people, then you went Ruby. And then next your Emerald, and then next Diamond. Ruby is just 2 steps below Diamond. So think about all of the people that you know. You should have done your hundreds list. Get a hold of everybody, especially your loyal customers. If they love the product, tell them, like, you can make so much money just by sharing your results, and be excited. Get those distributors signed up. Let's get you Ruby here real soon, because Ruby is the foundation of any business. You want Rubies on your team, because then it's just downhill. They understand the business, and then they're on to bigger and better things. Not that Ruby's not big and good, but then they're on to Emerald, and they're on to just up to Diamond, and so on and so forth. So how do you get here? How can you help your team? Because I always say, by helping others is how you're going to achieve what you want. It really is. And unless you enroll somebody who is just dynamite and they're constantly recruiting, then you can help them out. Do not, I reiterate this, do not spoon feed any of your distributors. Do not completely build them up to any level. What do I mean by that? I don't want to go in any detail, because if you don't understand what I'm talking about, I do not want to go into detail, because I do not want you personally building any legs at this point. So what I want you to do is, when you get some distributors underneath you, if you see somebody is working the business, you can help them out by moving some of your personally enrolled distributors underneath them. We will go over that more in detail as you start recruiting. You can also move your loyal customers underneath other distributors to help yourself and to help your team. All of that is more advanced. All of that I am not going to touch base right now, because I don't feel as if you are ready, because you are a brand new distributor. So I don't want to have your head spinning and make you feel on overload. So the basis right now, get those distributors. When you start recruiting people, I am going to show you how to, plug into the chart. And I hope that you understand what I went over. If not, then ask on the team page. Ask below this message. And then I can answer in the team page for anybody else who might have that same question. All right. Thank you, ladies.